Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is episode 2 of Hidden Gems in Southern Utah. So if you missed it in the last episode, we went to Pando, Bullion Falls, the Chessman Ridge Overlook at Capitol Reef National Monument, Cascade Falls, and the Duck Creek Ice Caves. In this episode, I'm going to take you through all the things that could possibly go wrong, well, for the most part, when visiting a hot southern Utah town like St. George, and what you should plan for, what to look for, and a couple of backup plans in case it fails. Hi, I'm Janelle. I've been traveling internationally for the last 20 years, connecting with cultures and finding sustainable adventures, especially scuba diving. This year, I'm showing you my hometown of Utah. From the deep southern deserts to the high Uinta Mountains, with a sprinkling of hidden gems from around the world. Be sure to subscribe and become a part of the culture trekking community. Oh, and share it with your friends. More the merrier. Alright, so excuse the hair this morning, but we just woke up after a very good night's sleep. We were all warm. I put coats on Finn and Zoe so they weren't mucking about all night long, and then now we're just getting our camp packed up. Today we will be visiting Mammoth Cave just to get a few pictures. It is closed in October so that the bats can hibernate, and then over to Bower Cave. It does have a little rudimentary ladder in order to get down into the cave so the dogs can't come, but we'll just see what it shows. Dogs are having their morning romp. After that, we were gonna head over to the Anasazi Trail and then do the Vortex hike, which I heard is really cool, and then head over to the Red Cliffs Campground. Getting to Mammoth Cave, it is a bit of a drive, but we were camped quite close to it. You definitely need a 4x4 vehicle to get in here. There really isn't a place to pass anyone on this road, nor the road going from the west side to Bowers Cave as well. So make sure you bring an appropriate car. So you have all this lava rock surrounded by pine trees and aspens. Pretty crazy that they can grow in this soil so well. So this entrance right here, it looks like you'd have to crawl into, and then there's another one that you can climb down into that looks like it's better for humans. But yeah, these caves were usually used to store food back in the day, and then the lava rock here, according to geologists, is only a couple of thousand years old. So pretty cool that these massive pockets or lava caves exist in this area with so much vegetation still. So I'm going to take you over to the bigger entrance and show you that one. It looks like it's a little easier to get into if you're just a human going down in, but then this is the entrance where it looks like you'd have to crawl in a little bit. Right in there. So this is the entrance right here that you could crawl into. As you can see over here, this is the entrance. Climb down into it from over here. Climb down and then go into the cave. So I know there were some people down there, but the cave is closed October to April so that the bats remain undisturbed and have somewhere to hibernate. Just make sure that you also bring a flashlight because it is pitch black in there. So, and the main entrance is only a couple of 100 feet from the parking lot, so it is a great place to bring your kids and your family as well. After a quick stop at Mammoth Cave, we were headed over to Bowers Cave. I'm excited for this cave. I really want to go back to Mammoth Cave because it looks really cool and the entrance was really pretty. The biggest cave for Mammoth Cave is the Western Cave. So just keep that in mind. Don't forget your flashlight, or your headlamps would be even better. Looks like they upgraded the ladder. This is what it used to be, and this is what it is now, like a good metal ladder. That's deep. This is scary. Down the hole. Today I'll go down the hole. While there weren't very many warnings on the internet about Bowers Cave also being a hibernation place for bats, including 2 species of concern on the internet, please note this is also closed from October to April for hibernating bats. Luckily, I didn't explore it too much. I just went down, looked around, and came right back up the ladder. Coming back up? Yeah. Trying to do this safely. Here, I'll save the people. Save the culture trekkers. Spray saved you. At Bowers Cave, there are 948 feet of passageways that have been mapped so far. But at Mammoth Cave, there are over 412 miles of passages that have been mapped there. So be sure to check these caves out if you're down in southern Utah. After leaving Bowers Cave, we were on to St. George, Utah, and I had an unexpected, beautiful journey through Cedar Canyon. This drive is right along the Markagunt Plateau. It's an area that's raised between southern Utah, between I-15 and Highway 89. It's part of the Colorado Plateau and rises 9,000 feet, which makes it a really great area in the summertime for those cooler temperatures. You can get scenic overlooks, there's lakes, there's ponds. By the Duck Creek Ice Caves, there is a lot of really good fishing. It also is really close to Dixie National Forest, and it has the best primitive and formal campgrounds located in that area. So I highly recommend you look for some cabins for a perfect mountain retreat there. After getting through the canyon, we filled up quick with some gas at Maverick and then headed over to Dairy Queen for a quick classic treat dating back to the 1940s. But this is when our trips started to take a little turn for the worst. Bree's dog Ivy, her golden doodle, got really sick. We are on our way to the Red Sand Cove Campground or something. I'll put the name right here and the link in the description box below. We decided to go try and set up camp first because Ivy, Bree's dog, has started to throw up. We try to feed her something and then she immediately throws it back up. So we're going to set up camp, see if she'll hold down some chicken broth, and then if she is able to hold some fluids down tonight, then we'll continue our trip and then just go a little bit slower. So we'll see how we do tonight, and if not, then it'll just go on next year's itinerary or later this winter. Our luck kept getting worse and worse, especially with campgrounds. So the Sand Cove campground, the road approach to the campground, I kept bottoming out on my camping shelf that I have hitched to the back of my car. So, and the sand was really deep and we kept kind of sliding through it and getting a little bit stuck. I was revving my engine to 3,000 rotations a minute, going about 20 miles per hour. So not exactly the greatest place to camp. So luckily, right across from that is the Red Cliffs Conservation Area. They have a campground here. We're gonna go and check it out, see if there's anything available. You can bring dogs here. It is a $15 per night fee for camping. So we'll see if there's anything available. It is Columbus Day weekend. If not, then we'll try to find something else. But hopefully they have some camping still available here. As we drove into the camping area, I realized just how small this camping site was, and with the holiday weekend, there was no way we were going to get those prime camping spots. With the sand and the red rock, it actually absorbs the heat of the sun and reflects back up to the surface, so many times the heat is actually 10 degrees higher than what the weather actually reports here. So we found this campground, but it has no shade or any kind of coverage. And with it being so close to St. George, it's currently 85 degrees. And when you're in southern Utah, this red rock, it absorbs that heat. And you want to make sure that you have some kind of shade. Otherwise, you're putting everybody at risk for overheating, heat stroke, dehydration, which is really, really easy to get when you're in southern Utah in this kind of heat. With the sick dog and the peak heat of the day around 5 o'clock drawing so close, we called it and decided to head to a hotel. Well, we struck out on the campground. You just don't want to risk dehydrating yourself at the beginning of a trip when we have at least 6 or 7 more days in our camp trip. It's supposed to be in the 90s tomorrow. So we're gonna hit the trails early if Ivy is feeling better, and then head up to Kanab, which is significantly cooler than St. George. That is the nature of travel, especially when you're traveling, with other people. Things change, plans change, but it doesn't mean that the trip still can't be fun. Yeah, like I said, safety first. 85, 90 degree weather, it's not what you want to do for camping. After getting showered and settling in for the night, the dogs were completely pooped. So we decided to put the 2 hikes I mentioned in the beginning in the next episode. Be sure to subscribe, share with your friends, smash that like button if you like this video, and I will see you in this next episode on Hidden Gems of Southern Utah with your dogs. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.